Hey, Judy, we are looking at Precious Memories, the chorus. Just as a reminder, we're in the key of A flat major. We got to worry about a B flat, an E flat, an A flat, and a D flat. Everything we did so far was kind of keeping in between that lower E flat, and the highest note we were hitting was a C, right? And pretty much our thumb was sticking to the fourth string, index finger was playing the third string, and middle finger was playing the second string. That was pretty much what they were doing. In this next one, you may see, well, you definitely will. You'll definitely see that they will share some strings, so that we have a little PI thing on the same string because it gets a little faster. But for the most part, they still kind of stick where they're supposed to be. Just addressing the issue that we try to avoid doing the I, M kind of thing. We usually want an alternating finger. But on this piece, it makes sense. Excuse me. So we have the same rhythmic type of thing going on here. We have this dotted quarter note followed by an eighth note. This takes up 2 beats right here. 1, 2, and. 1, 2, and. All right, that's 2 full beats here. It's just separated that way by being a dotted quarter followed by an eighth note. On the other side of it, this also takes up 2 beats, the third beat and the fourth beat, okay? But instead of going like the first beat, which 1, 2, and, it was the full quarter note followed by half of a beat of the second beat, and then the remaining eighth note. It's the opposite here. This is just an eighth note, and the rest of that first beat is going to be held on with the second beat here, which is actually the fourth beat. So you have 3 and, 3 and. Put it together, and it's 1 and 3 and, 1 and 3 and, 1 and 3 and. Okay? If you know that, you should be good. We did that enough on the top 2 lines that you shouldn't have an issue with it, but you know, it's still worth repeating. So in that first measure, we got to worry about an E flat, okay? And the next note we have is a C, and then an E flat and a C. Easy enough. You could just go up here and go E flat, C, E flat, C. But I think it would be kind of cool if you can just take go up to the notes I have here are for you to be in the 4th position. If you're in the 4th position, first finger is going to play the 4th fret, which puts you right where you need to be for an E flat. And it puts your middle finger down for a C. So instead of having this, which is fine, it's just kind of clumsy sounding, this time we're going to have a first finger on the 4th fret here for the note E flat, and then when we play the C, we're going to play with our middle finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string. That's why there's a circled 3 on that note right there. Okay? That 4th position lasts all the way through this first measure of the chorus. So you're going to have E flat, C, E flat, C, and you're going to play it like this. M, I, and they kind of ring. I just think it sounds cooler that way. All right, so it's not too bad because you're coming into this position when you're starting a new section. So it's, you've just left off with and the sacred past unfold, which is the end of the verse. You have a little bit of time to breathe and just get yourself up here. All right, so it's M, I, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3 and. All right, get the hang of that. Try and get yourself where you can actually just put your hand straight down on the E flat and then put the C. So you don't have to think too much about it. Okay, you just come out of nowhere and you go into the 4th position. All right, the next thing you're going to do is another C. Okay, you just had this whole measure. You were playing C on the 3rd string. There's a 3 right there. Then, as soon as you get down to this next beat, you're going to move that down to the C on the 2nd string. Okay? Those notes, it's still the same rhythm. 1, 2, and 3 and. 1 and 3 and. How they linger. Okay? And the notes, C, C, B flat, A. Okay? These are played normally. C, C, B flat, A. M on the C, C. B flat, A with your I finger. Okay, when you get the feel of it, try and do the rhythm. Ah, nice, Dean. It's hard to watch yourself play. Alright? Alright, so the tricky part there, just so we address this, is coming out of the, when you're up here on the 4th position, you're going to play. I'm actually playing it kind of fast. It should be a little slower than that. Alright, that gets us through those 2 measures. Stay in that position. You're all the way down here now in 1st position for the rest of the song. Excuse me. And what do you have here? You have let's look at it rhythmically first. The first 2 beats are the same as the rest of this chorus. 1, 2, and, right? Let's look at it together. Sorry. What is that? 1, 2, and. Okay. Then the next 2 beats are 3 and 4 and. 1 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. So what notes do we have? A flat, A flat, B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. All right, here we go. This is the tricky part. If you look at what I told you to do with the fingers here, let's look at the, let's just do the end of this measure first. I think it'll make more sense. You're going to do the B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat, 8th notes, okay? B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat, okay? Just worrying about your left hand. B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat, okay? Because these are straight 8th notes, I want you to go I, P on these 2. I on the B flat, thumb on the A flat. That's I, P. Just do it over and over and over again. It's been a while since we've done something like this on the same string. You kind of want to get your fingers away from each other when you're doing it. I kind of think of it like, how can you see this? Yeah, what in the world, Dean? They're not like this, da-da-da-da, they're kind of to the side. So you have B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. That's how I like to do it. B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. Now, if you grab that A flat 8th note before that, then you're going to just add another P. You're going to go A flat with your thumb, B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. Okay, so you start on an A flat. Sorry. Okay, take a second. You're going to start on an A flat with your thumb. B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. So you end up with P. Sorry. P. You end up with they ever flood my. Okay? So you're just grabbing this 8th note to get used to having that thumb before it. Where are we at? So you have that thumb before that. Okay? Alright, you have, let's start that again. So you're on the 8th note, A flat all by itself, A flat, then you're going to go B flat with an I, A flat with a P, B flat with an I, A flat with a P. Okay, and then when you're ready, add the I, P before that. Sorry, the I before that. So you end up with, actually, the easiest way to understand this is actually going to be I, P. You're going to go A flat, on the same note. That's kind of tricky. A flat, okay? Start with an I finger. I, P, and then you're going to go up to B flat. I, then go back to A flat with a P, back to B flat with an I, back to A flat with a P. Okay? So if you just do it without the rhythms, you end up with this. One more time. You're going to play an A flat with your I finger. Then you're going to go to the thumb, play the exact same note. Okay? Then you're going to change the note to a B flat, play with an I, then go back to an A flat with a P, back to a B flat with an I, and back to an A flat with a P. So you end up with this. Okay? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and starting with an I finger on A flat. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and the tricky part there is that you have those 2 A flats to start off with. It feels funny. To me, it's easier to start with the 3 and 4 and get the hang of it, and then add the other notes and get it that way. If you find that it's easier just to do the whole measure all the way through, and that's working for you, go ahead and do that. Last note, you're going to end on a C with an M finger. That's going to feel natural. It's going to feel good to be on an M finger right there. Okay? So if you play that whole measure together leading up to that whole note at the end, actually, no, that's not a whole note. Sorry. I didn't give you this. This is not in your, I didn't give you this note on your piece of paper here, but that last note should be an I, because I forgot it goes from a, so you're going to go from a C to an A flat. So add an I. Add an I on this note. This I right there. And the reason we're doing that is because this note C is going to go C, A flat. There's a tie there, and you know, we have our reasons for doing that when we sing. We kind of let it fall, but it's going to feel fine to me if we don't worry about it being a slur and we just play C, A flat, C, A flat, M, I. So that will feel good if you do the measure before it. Okay, you're starting on an A flat with your I finger, then you hit the P on the same note, then you start switching to B flat, that's an I finger, back down to P with your A flat, up to B flat with an I, back to A flat with a P, and then let your hand, this is what I would do. I would almost bar it. I kind of roll over with this finger and go M finger plays the C, and then back to the A flat. So you end up with so if I put these notes together, I'm going to go from this A flat to this C to this A flat, okay? Picking up the last eighth note of that chorus line, and watch my finger. I'm going to play the A flat, I'm going to cave down and play the C, and then come back to the A flat. That's how I would do it. Okay? Here's the whole chorus. We're going to go up to the 4th fret, put our first finger down, and put our second finger down from E flat to C. Okay? One more time. I'm going to put my first finger on the 4th position, E flat. Second finger is going to play C on the 3rd string. M, I, M, I. M, I, M, I. One more time. M, I, M, I. Alright? The next measure, we go back down to 1st position. And you're going to play C, C, B flat, A flat. Okay? Then this is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to have to play another A flat here. And then thumb plays that same A flat. Where am I at? Good. And then you're going to go B flat, A flat, B flat, A flat. Those I, P, I, P. Last little part, your finger rolls over. M finger is going to grab that note C, and then come back down to the A flat with an I finger. Okay? I'll do it for you. Okay? A little fast, I'll do a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Get the hang of that. If you find that you need to just go and play that C at the end and then take your finger off and put it on the A flat, that's fine with me. If you don't want to do that rolling bar thing, that's okay. It's uncomfortable, but to me it keeps you from bouncing off that C and hearing an open B, which would be not very good. Take your time on this. It's totally cool. If we need to revisit it when I talk to you on Tuesday, that is fine by me. Hope everything's going well with your computer, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.